Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC. Between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Punter Mitch Wishnowsky ready to do the honors. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. On the return, this is Etienne. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And they will finally catch up to him in just a second before. He can reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And that's good for a gain of 5. Christian Harris on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Finds his running back. This is Bashal Tutu. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. How about 29 yards on first down? And that's good for a new set of downs. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Go ahead.
The designed run. Jackson keeping it. He's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
At the 4-yard line.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Etienne punches it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 45.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
50 green.
Putting a receiver in motion. I'll throw it. Was secured by Jaden Higgins. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And it'll be a first down, Texans. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Second and 3 now.
Here we go, set. Cut.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ventrell Miller. Hits the 20. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
See, I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game? Or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Yellow, black, shot. Steel, black. Cut.
Back to work they go after the interception. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Ready. Cut.
Looking to throw here. Falcon isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Defense's first sack of the game, Kate. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
Yellow, 22. Set.
3rd and long for him here. Completes it downfield to Kirk. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, to give to Mixon. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Slot man motioned over. He's going to throw it. This one's knocked away, so that's incomplete, and now we've got a flag down. This may be against the offense as well. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him.
On the set.
So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
They're going to try and throw it here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. 45. White. Red. Yellow. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That is Caleb Ransom. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
First down, here's Lamar. Here comes the screen for Etienne. Across the 20, continuing to work. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 20-zip lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. On his little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars push their lead to 21-zip already.
Texans nothing.
On now is Cook to kick this away.
Kickoff for the Jaguars.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10.
Set, ready?
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. It's the Jaguars setting the pace so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got 2nd and 5. Back to throw now. No finding his back. Mixon. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On the double.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. Here we go.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, brother. It's another interception. Darnell Savage with the pick. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now. And I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting a free throw, bat and baseball, if you grip it tight and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things fall off.
And they get this down to the 28. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play fake. Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop. See the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Let's see what they went with on third down. From the gun, Jackson. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. That's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and you could not find a completion. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly, he's going to throw. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Mark 40. Ready?
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. He was hoping to get it to take down there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Finds him over the middle. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Running for it, Mixon. He's going to go down right along midfield stripe. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Right, 95. Set.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Right side caught by Higgins. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Set, hut.
Motion a receiver left.
Ready?
Throwing from the gun here. He connects with his back deep down the middle. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here we go. Red, cycle. Blue, 32. Ready.
From the gun, Marks gets it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue.
And motion a tight end left.
Ready. Ready.
Mixon. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out. And now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now.
Texans 7. Mitch Wishnowski set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Here's ETN to begin the drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Jackson now on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 45, wide. Ready?
Working now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hunt.
They're throwing it. Connection made to Dell. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's go. Check, huh?
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's caught. This is Kirk. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Set, ready. Yellow, set.
They are throwing it again. On the move, headed right. Now he's going deep across the field. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Schultz with the catch. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Here we go, set.
They'll send him over right.
60 red. Ready?
From the red zone on 1st. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Drawn starts with an option, right side. And just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Escapes the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
28 yards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First down. First and 10.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Hits him on the out route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First and 10 at the
Coming to the line for another
16-yard
first and 10.
Go. Shut up.
From the red zone now. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And again, it's Jackson. Who will score? It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. On his little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars take a 3-possession lead.
Jaguars 31, Texans 14.
On now is Cook to kick this away.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Let's go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. On now is Cook to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10.
Down. 33. Yellow. Set.
Nixon on the toss. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Houston.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on the play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, it's certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
On the option, here's Mixon. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Completes it to his back, LeQuint Allen. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Houston.
Running back motions right.
Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. No finding his back, Mixon. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Brought in. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40. Ready.
Throwing it again here. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
Mixon. Goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Now for back at the 7. Here's third and goal.
Let's go now.
He's dropping back to throw. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Throwing the out route complete. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Now Jackson on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Set. Hut.
They're going play action. Connects on the crosser. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
60 red.
Kirk in motion left.
Ready.
Throwing on seconds. Buys time, rolling right. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ready.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
Tight end going in motion here.
Ready.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard.
On the ready.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Ready, ready. 52 blue. Set, hut.
Setting up to throw. This connects with Schultz. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st down, Texans.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Ready.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. That one connects. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans making a 4-point game here in the 4th. They can tack on 1 more now, bring things back to within a field goal.
The kick is good. That's the score. Jaguars 31, Texans 28.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, this is ETN. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Texans 28.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
He's got it on the bootleg. Throw right side. Dell has it. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. And even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be a 1st down Texans.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Now looking to throw. Taken in by Kirk right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
That's now the 3rd time that he's been hauled down in this game, and that one was a biggie. Something's got to get figured out. Either the protection's got to be shored up, or the QB's got to get rid of the ball. You cannot take those kind of negative sacks.
They're going to throw out of the gun. This is complete to Schultz. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but they still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans making a 4-point game here in the 4th.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, to tie this game in the 4th. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. So now a timeout for a player who's shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. First down, here's Lamar. Looking right, and he finds him. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from the 43. Now toss it to Etienne. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Jaguars have a 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he has this down to the 34. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that can tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, ETN gets it. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They go right back to ETN. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. An option give here to ETN. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. Got all of it, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Black, 95.
He'll look to throw it. Forced out to his right. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22.
Blue, 32.
Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Final timeout called by the Texans. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
3rd and just 2 to go. Looking to throw it. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Down by 6. No choice but to go for this.
Let's go. Black
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right.
Ready?
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Completes it downfield to Kirk. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out is going to carry on. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either.
10 Black, ready?
Back to throw. brought down at about that 27-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
A gain of 14.
And he will spike it, 7 seconds remaining. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go. Right. 97. 45. White. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field. With 3rd and 10 coming up, they felt comfortable going ahead and declining that penalty. So the Jaguars